Imagine what farmers that do acres and acres of gardening, and then they come across something. Yeah. I don't want to plant anything until. Anyway, that's what I do, gal. So when we see each other, I'll give you some tubs. As soon as I told my daughter I'd call her back, I was going to get that on video. It's almost like trouble and, uh-oh, she's going to get mad. Miss Henrietta says, no way, Jose. But anyway, it's like they were having a eye to eye. And she's been raised, uh-oh. He better get out of there. Oh, he's not. Out. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. I better get them out. Well, I got her out. Trouble, you better get out of there. Come on. Come on. That's the first time I've seen you do anything like that, Trouble. He wants to lay in the shade, I guess. Maybe he's not scared of her. That scared me. I was out here showing my daughter. That's why I think I'll leave that table right there like it is. What I've been doing. And I'm kind of worried. And I'll show you why. It rained all night last night. I hadn't planned on being out here, but I wanted to show her. But when I was showing her my peppers over here, something's eating on them. Look how little that one is now. But I looked at the underside, and I'm not seeing any bugs. So I don't know what that could be. So I need help. Look. Eating on my peppers. I didn't even check the ones back here. Getting some blooms. Look at that. Wonder what that could be. And what I can do about it. Maybe some Dawn. May try that. That's some of the trees that need to come out of here. I'm leaving that one as is for now. That one's pretty. Well, the blossoms are pretty. The tree's kind of scraggly. I don't know if cutting it down all the way would come back or not. I like it. But I was going to show you the fungus on this tree. Begonia's doing good. Sage doing good. I like this idea. Doesn't look like anything's eating on it right now. So I may just have to get, I don't know if the Dollar Tree ever carries them. I can't remember. Get me some plant hangers and I can go all the way down the fence and not worry about the cats. Another begonia. Like I said, I'm never alone. Even when I'm alone, I'm never alone. As you can see. I think I came out here earlier. I think I did. And showed all these strawberries coming up. I'm going to take that leaf off. Yeah. And then my parsley. But my son-in-law looked that up and he said it was a fungus. Something about fly larvae and fungus. So that one is going to come down like pretty soon. As you can see, it's just a small one. I can take the pruners and get that out of here. He said if I don't, I'll have a lot of flies. And so far, all these flowers that I put down in here just so they wouldn't die out in their little containers seem like they're doing good. And my wildflower actually looks like it's trying to revive itself. I know my Mediterranean garlic about trip. Glad to be out of that little container. I had to cut them out, cut the roots on them, spread them out. And I know they're much happier in here. And then I showed my daughter my throw it in and see if it'll stick garden. Yeah, hummingbird mix and wild ground cover. I actually pulled this out of one of the containers and just stuck it down because it already had a lot of dirt on it. I know that'll probably take off. Grass doesn't grow good back here, but I know weeds do. So I might as well get the pretty ones. Y'all going out with me? Huh? I thought I heard you over here. I did. I'm so happy the sun came out today. That looks good. Kind of glad I put these little stones in here because they tend to, these little wooden things, they tend to sit on them. Trying to make it as pet friendly as I can. I don't want to have to get onto them every day. Well, there's Fluffy. And it looks like Trouble already came out. Yeah, he came out. I got these out yesterday. That's some that are no good I have to throw out. I gathered them all up and picked out the ones that were still working. And I've got one more of those that goes over here. I gotta get that out. I'm gonna leave the fern and that I'm just gonna redirect it on the ground. But I gotta get that out and that out. And that needs to be transplanted. When I bought it, I thought it was one of the miniature Japanese maples, but no, it's one of the big ones. Doing great for where it's at, but it really needs to be moved, so I need some big, strong person to move it. And its sister over here that's not quite as big. Testing the waters out, see if I like the bench right here. That may not stay here. My mint, still haven't finished figuring out. Because see, if it's not brittle, like I said, I think I'll just prune those down and plant around them. Butternut squash did good here last year and trailed. So instead of planting it here, I think I'm going to take this area right here and put a pot in it and plant some squash in here. I've got to get that in another container since somebody broke my clay pot. I believe I had it hanging right here. Looks twisted. And nothing in here yet. For me, it's a slow process, but guess what? I'm getting something done. And not only am I getting something done, some of it seems like it's doing really good. Some of them I'm kind of iffy about. But I'm watching Trouble. He better watch Miss Henrietta. She may get him. So I'm going to see what else I can get into. Just thought I'd take a short video and show you my 2 eggs this week I collected. This was a couple of days ago. A egg without a shell. And a teeny tiny egg. Yeah, I collected those this week. Hello, it's the next day. I didn't realize I had stopped filming anything, but I put a pepper in here yesterday and cut down those basil stalks. So we're gonna see what happens, and of course my mint. Hi, sweetie. Everybody coming home to eat. Don't know what I did with one of these yesterday or a day before, whenever I was messing with them. I know I have one more, so I gotta find it. I'm talking about that light right there. Haven't worked on that one anymore. Huh, I wonder where that rock came from. Don't think it was in the yard like that yesterday. But anyway, there's that walnut, I think, tree that had the fungus on the leaves. I took my pruners, and that's how big the tree itself was. It was small, straggly. But we gotta get it drug across the street. Put this back there, that window pane. I don't know where it's gonna go, but I just wanted to get it in an area. But I'm so upset about my pepper plants. Wonder if anybody's ate on them anymore. I put the, oh, I don't think I showed it to you. I used Dawn and water, a Dawn solution on them yesterday. That tomato's growing great. Doesn't look like that one's got any smaller since yesterday. The tail will be down here. These are starting to get strawberries. Look at there. Got a few in here. I think we got more on that one plant that I repotted than we do right here. This leaf curled. Hopefully they survive. Still have not trimmed the bottom of those yet. I think I'm gonna have to dig them up and go to redo them. I don't know what that is. Can anybody tell me what that is? Looks, I don't know what that is. Don't think it was there yesterday. I don't think there's any more damage. Look at that poor pitiful plant. But anyway, I'm gonna get out here and I'm just checking everything out and gonna water. Uh-oh, a little chilly this morning, but I like to do this before I get my shower took. I think my garlic's loving being transplanted. Look at it, looks like it's coming alive again. There's 3 of my Dollar Tree lots. The other 3 aren't out here. I say I'll be telling a little story about that in one of my Dollar Tree houses. You get out of my bed. Told you. Thinking about how I want to do this back last night when I went to bed. Yeah, I got to figure it out. I'm still going to leave those in there. I might be silly, but I'm doing it. This is coming back really good since being dug up in the woods. And so far, it looks like all the plants, the flowers I planted are doing good. Parsley doing good. Strawberries doing good. Don't think anything's eating on them. They're back there playing. But yeah, I'll try to get me a game plan for this. For after I get it. I just want a little piece of the woods in my backyard. That's what I want. Put me a new sprayer on my hose. A little cheap one. But I'm using a lighter weight hose. I noticed it's leaking. See that? I have to get Kenny to look at it. Forgot I was holding the camera. So I'm just going to water. That'll take a few. Thought I'd come out here and show you. I'm gonna show you the good first. When Kenny and I went out on date day, he bought me ferns. He did. We got them at Food City. They were $14.99, and the sign said $11.99. We were actually going to go to Rural King because they had some that were supposed to be $11.99. But since we were so close to Food City, we thought we'd get it there. But fair warning, Kenny was loading them up in the car, and I noticed on the receipt it still said $14.99 a piece, so I went back in. It's starting to rain again, so I better hurry. Went back in, and she credited me, and they had to take the sign down because it was from the week before, but I got 7 of them. There they are. Then we went to the school, and I'll show you more of this later, and got a few plants. But, yeah, I was heartbroken this morning. I came out, and if you'll remember the pepper plant I planted in where this basil's at, something got a hold of it. And look at the leaves. Whatever it is doesn't care anything about mint. Hi, sweetie. So, when I seen that, I came back here. I got some plants to go in here now. Thanks to date day. I don't know if you remember, but I told you I made a Dawn solution to try to keep things from eating my pepper plants, okay? And the next day they looked like they were doing pretty good. Look at them this morning. What is causing that? And something is decapitating. Totally. It happened to me last year. Decapitating my peppers. Even the ones I was getting ready to take to Omi and Connie. Decapitated. I'm thinking this is basil. I'm going to get those leaves off. I don't know why those are like that. Don't think the Dawn dishwashing liquid did it. I did not make it strong. I'm going to have to start staking. That one's getting humongous and probably printing off the bottom. But look. If you'll go back a little bit, you'll see what they look like yesterday. But look. It's sad. I don't even know if I can save them or not. But not bothering the tomatoes. So I've researched it, and I've got to go to the store. Look at there. I can only imagine what farmers that do acres and acres of gardening, and then they come across something like that. I'm not happy. Got to smile about it and go on. I'm getting rained on. I think I'll bring you back for the rest of it later. I think I need to get